So I'm Bill Henry. I'm the CEO of Gander Technologies, and we're an innovative tech startup who's really using AI to change how you manage an hourly workforce. So as I think about it, we were doing a great job of capturing huge quantities of really powerful and interesting data that many companies had never seen before. And our problem was about how do we display this? And we were using some reports and things like that, but we really wanted to put it all together into an integrated dashboard. But it's a large volume of data. It's very complex. And frankly, we were not particularly good at designing a dashboard because, we sort of brainstormed it and had some crude ideas, but nothing that looked powerful and inviting and easy to use. And so we really reached out to Peter and his team and had some interesting conversations about, we've got the data. That's oftentimes the really hard part. And this is about how do we articulate the value of the information and make it really easy for our customers to consume. And so Peter and his team worked with us over the course of about a month and a half. And we went from initial concept stage to this dashboard that you see here. And, we could not be happier with the result. We really enjoyed working with Peter's team. They brought to the table a lot of creative solutions, creative design, and the output has been great. Maybe the ultimate testimonial here is not from me, who was Peter's client, but it's from my customer. And so we went to one of the largest staffing companies in the US. And, as a startup, that's always a bit of a challenge. Basically, they went through the security review and they went through everything else, and they implemented the product with no changes for thousands of employees. And so I think Peter and his team just did an amazing job to help us build a very professional work product very quickly, and our customers have loved it. And it's really, what I would say is it's using technology to manage a remote workforce. And maybe staying with the same staffing company example that I used earlier, they've set up a new site for a new customer and are using Gander to manage their staff that they provide to that customer on a daily basis. It's being managed out of one part of the US. The site is in another part of the US. And in the past, they often wouldn't know that an employee hadn't shown up for work that day until they got an angry call from their client. And with Gander, they see information in real time. You look at this and you see the dashboard here and you see the 4 no events today. And if those people were scheduled to work, you know who to pick up the phone and call and solve the problem before their client even notices there's an issue. And that's saving our customer huge amounts of time and money. So they're able to be more responsive to the customer. They're able to be, a higher quality vendor, happier customer experience because they're using this dashboard and the real-time information in it. I mean, I've been doing software for 25 years, so been through lots of design processes. I think we had an idea, but we struggled to articulate it. If you think about, we wanted to have a house that had a lot of natural light, but we didn't know what it looked like, if you will. And one of the things through that process, I mean, first of all, your team was very consultative, very iterative, where we'd have a good conversation. We'd go through, sort of what we were trying to get across, maybe not always in the clearest fashion. And you guys would take it all in. We'd do an iteration of design. We'd then have another conversation. So, I was thrilled with the process. I love the, the creative ideas. And we got to a place in a very short period of time working with you and your team that we never would have gotten to on our own. So, really great process and, produced an amazing output. We'd love to engage you guys again to sort of help us, take the same magic that you brought to the dashboard process and use it to really reimagine the user experience in the whole application. So we look forward to working with you again soon.